What's going on, everybody? It's Fate Dating Coach Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, I pointed backwards, title below, we're going to talk about 5 reasons why a guy might try to make you jealous, okay? This is important because, trust me, it happens more than you all think. Even if you don't realize it, he's doing one of these things to you. It's just human nature. So, remember this, okay? Make sure to watch this entire video. It's going to help you out. Jumping right into it is the first thing, power dynamics. Power dynamics are everything. People want to ignore this for whatever reason. People want to act like this is not a thing, that if 2 people really like each other, they wouldn't do it. While that is true to some extent, I always say in the beginning, dating is transactional, love is sacrificial, right? Meaning you will do anything. When you're in love with somebody, you'll do anything to keep it afloat. Why? Because you see the bigger picture. It's more than just you, okay? You see a zoomed out view. It's us. It's we. Completely different thing. In the beginning, though, when I say beginning, I mean like before your boyfriend, girlfriend. You're dating the first 2-3 months, whatever it is. Dating is transactional. What you have to understand is he gets more benefit. I'm going to write this down, right? He gets more benefits if he has power over you. He gets it at a better cost. It's easier, okay, when a guy has power over you. Now, what do I say, or what do I mean when I say power? There's 3 ways people get advantages in this world, okay? And when I say advantages, I mean in terms of like survival and reproduction. That's the goal of the organism, is to survive, meaning, again, get advantages. Back then it was food, water, shelter. Now it's a lot of different things. But when I say reproduction, I don't mean you actually have to have kids. I just mean like attracting quality mates. There's 3 ways we do that. Advantage over the person, okay, so him having advantage over you, which means like he gets you to really, really, really like him, and you justify the bullshit he does, whatever it is. That could be an example. He gets an advantage over his competition. An example of that would be maybe he's just better looking. He just has more status, more money, more this, more that. Again, it goes back to the survival aspect, like resources. Or closer proximity could be another one. It doesn't have to always be physical or material stuff. Closer proximity will help. So, for example, if the guy's a coworker versus a guy who lives 3 hours away, big difference there. And the last one is an advantage over the situation. So, an example of this would be like, I convince you to be friends of benefits with me and see where it goes, stuff like that. So, as you can see, just from those 3 examples, power is very, 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 very strong. If he gets power over you and it's easier for him to get it, it's at a cheaper cost, and he gets more benefits, it's safe to say you really like the guy when you're bargaining these type of things, okay? So that's one reason a guy would want to make you jealous. Another reason, which kind of goes with this, is control. It's so much easier to manipulate someone. This sounds evil as fuck, but it's true, man. And I'm not saying I do it. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying all guys do this, but it does happen. It's so much easier to control someone when they're jealous. It really is. It's so much easier to control someone because there's a reason why they're jealous. For you all who do not know, from an evolutionary perspective, jealousy, this is my definition of it at least, I'm sure people will agree, is more of a defense mechanism to let us know that the assets that we have, okay, are at threat now to a competitor. Again, going back to this, that competitor's trying to get that advantage that we have, and we feel threatened by it. Jealousy is a threat. So I tell my clients all the time, even if you're talking to a dude and he doesn't want a relationship with you, you could still make him jealous, because if he's taking you for granted and he's hitting it on the daily, you know, and you're giving him that good shit, and then one day you wake up and you're like, I'm done with this shit, like fuck you, bro. And then you go to another dude and he sees it and he has no one. Well, guess what? You're +1 because you got the dude. The other dude, his competitor, is +1 because he has you. And this guy's at 0 for taking it for granted. That's how you create regret, okay? So you could still make someone jealous through those type of things. But anyway, that's not what it's about. Control. It's so much easier to control someone when they are jealous, okay? Third reason, this is a huge one. Validation. A lot of people love validation. What you got to understand from an evolutionary perspective, I know I say that all the time, but that's my background, is validation lets us know that we are on the right track. Okay, that we're on the right track. It feeds us. We feel good. We feel good when we make you jealous and you react. Okay? Is it evil? Absolutely. But it's the truth. And this kind of goes down to this is the ego. Here's how I always define the ego from like my teaching or my theories. I always say that the ego, it can be good or bad, depends on kind of how you use it. It is the thing on your shoulder type of analogy. But I do believe that the ego is Mother Nature telling us in some way. And again, it depends on how you perceive what she's saying, that we're on the right path or not. So if your ego is bruised, if you're getting turned down by a lot of girls, or in your case, if you're getting turned down by a lot of guys or vice versa, and you feel bad about yourself and your ego, again, is being bruised, that's Mother Nature saying, hey, you need to up your value in the dating market, because that shit doesn't happen to high value women. High value, highly sought after women who know the game really well. You can be a high value woman and still not know the game. Like meaning you have a lot to offer or potential, but you just don't know how to play it. Like maybe you're naive or something, or maybe you are a very beautiful woman who has a lot to offer, but you were in a marriage for 20 years that was abusive, and now you get out, and so you don't know what the dating world's like, and you've been so used to that abuse that you think that's how men are, right? So there could be a lot of caveats, a lot of little variables that dictate how you perceive things. But besides that, though, high value women usually, now everyone has a problem with ego, but they usually don't have a problem with ego as much as everybody else. This is Mother Nature saying, hey, get your shit together, mother effer, right? This is why guys sometimes hate approaching women. If I see you at the bar, a lot of guys will not walk across the bar and introduce themselves. Why? Bruised ego. They don't want to do that one. Bruised ego. They don't want to bruise the ego. They don't think that they're not in the mindset that they're good enough on the dating market to get you. Again, it's an ego thing. So if a guy can make you jealous, which kind of actually goes to this one, and reveal, right, your right, because you're only jealous if you actually care, which I know kind of contradicts what I said about the control thing, about like a guy doesn't like you but he can still get jealous. But what I mean is you care about the assets. You care about the person too and actually like them, but even if not, you still care about the assets the person offers. Whatever that is. It can be physical, it can be spiritual, it can be emotional, mental, it can be all that type of stuff. Okay, but if a guy makes you jealous, and you like him, especially if you like him, you're revealing a lot. And the thing with reveals is it's kind of hard to hide. Like it seeps through. And I hear it all the time when I'm talking to you ladies. I'll hear things like, oh, he's doing X, so now I'm doing Y, right? So part of reveal is reaction. And that's what people don't realize. And reaction can be plus or minus, right? Meaning you do something to retaliate that's actionable, like that he sees, such as, oh, he posts a picture of a girl, oh, now you post a picture of a dude. That's something like that, which is as petty as from both of you, right? A guy's an idiot if he posts a picture of him and a girl and you're talking to him, right? Idiot. Or it could be something negative, which is, oh, he's not going to talk to me, well, I'm going to hold out too. That's what you all do. You all sound like that when you talk to me. I love you all though. So there is a reactionary, and depending on what it is, and if he's winning the breakup, I call it, like winning the breakup, goes back to feed the ego or not. Hey, sometimes maybe you call his bluff and he's like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that, right? Because he's trying to get a reveal or a reaction out of you on purpose because he needs validation. Okay, he needs the validation. He's trying to get something from you. It backfired, bruised his ego, right? Now, of course, when that happens, he's going to pull that bullshit again. There's a vicious cycle. We'll get into that some other time, but those are usually 5 reasons why, ladies, guys try to make you jealous. Please, in the comments below, tell me. I'm actually interested. Leave me a comment on which one you think is happening to you, or which one you have even tried. And if you want to get my free guide, link is down below on becoming a high value woman. Again, high value, 100% free. You can negate a lot of this. Actually have it work in your favor. Links down below. Free. Ladies, I love you all. Take care and peace.